Hello, this is Angelia with today's Bible reading. Today's reading comes from Genesis 11, Descendants of Shem. These are the records of the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old and became the father of Arpachshad 2 years after the flood. And Shem lived 500 years after he became the father of Arpachshad, and he had other sons and daughters. Arpachshad lived 35 years and became the father of Shelah. And Arpachshad lived 403 years after he became the father of Shelah, and he had other sons and daughters. Shelah lived 30 years, and he became the father of Eber. And Shelah was at first a man's name. Things change. Lived 403 years after he became the father of Eber, and he had other sons and daughters. Eber lived 34 years and became the father of Peleg. And Eber lived 430 years after he became the father of Peleg, and he had other sons and daughters. Peleg lived 30 years and became the father of Reu. And Peleg lived 209 years after he became the father of Reu, and he had other sons and daughters. Reu lived 32 years and became the father of Serug. And see, they're getting younger as they're becoming fathers and things because people aren't living as long. And Reu lived 207 years after he became the father of Serug, and he had other sons and daughters. Serug lived 30 years and became the father of Nahor. And Serug lived 200 years after he became the father of Nahor, and he had other sons and daughters. Nahor lived 29 years and became the father of Terah. And Nahor lived 119 years after he became the father of Terah. So see, every generation, the time is getting smaller, lifespan's shrinking. And he had other sons and daughters. Terah lived 70 years and became the father of Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Now these are the records of the generations of Terah. Terah became the father of Abram, Nahor, and Haran. And Haran became the father of Lot. Haran died in the presence of his father Terah in the land of his birth, in Ur of the Chaldeans. Abram and Nahor took wives for themselves. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah and Iscah. Sarai was barren. She had no child. Terah took Abram his son, and Lot the son of Haran, his grandson, and Sarai his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife. And they went out together from Ur of the Chaldeans in order to enter the land of Canaan. And they went as far as Haran, and settled there. The days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran. So, like I say, their lifespans are getting shorter because as they populate the earth more, God needs to turn them down a little bit so that, they're not going to overpopulate the earth too fast. I mean, we've kind of done that already, so, Let's see what our biblical scholars have to say about this. Abram, the genealogy of Shem, Israel, upon hearing this section read, learned how the generation who survived the flood related to their own father, Abram, later known as Abraham. The shortening of lifespans was in effect. Eber, progenitor of the Hebrews, Eber's descendants. 70 years, the age that Terah began to father children. Abram was born later when Terah was 130. The genealogy of Terah. Abram, the name means exalted father. Ur of the Chaldeans, a prosperous, populous city in Mesopotamia. From Ur, as far as Haran. Abram traveled along the Euphrates to Haran, a crossroads trading town in northern Mesopotamia or Syria, the best route from which to come down into Canaan, and avoid crossing the great desert with all his people and animals. So, yeah, that's a good idea. If you don't have to cross the desert, don't. Why would you? It's not a good thing. And those are the descendants of Shem. Amen. Please like and share this word so we can spread it around the world. Thanks for watching. If you want to help me out, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to help me out even more, go to my Patreon page and become a patron. That's all for now. Until next time.